It was a rainy day in Willow Creek. Dee and Pegasus went on their daily ride around the block. There was a bright flash of light and thunder so loud that the house shook. Saved by a miracle, Dee came out of the storm only slightly charred. Pegasus, frightened. Dee did her best to calm the stallion down. It was going to be all right. They survived. All they needed to do now was get to safety, but they couldn't do that while fear kept them stuck. Another flash of lightning. Having somewhat regained their composure, they ran to the stables. Dee slipped and fell a couple of times, but she knew she would be all right as long as Pegasus was safe and calm. Neither Dee nor Donna expected anyone to show up on their front porch in such hazardous weather. Yet, here he was. Donna was pleasantly surprised. Was it his practical magic that guided him here in safety? She would not know. Simeon Silversweater didn't talk about his magic abilities to anyone outside the magic realm. Donna assumed based on the small talk they were getting along quite well. She liked him quite a bit. And when he sat at the piano to play her a song, she wondered if the feeling was mutual. The melody went well with the world outside. Gloomy, melancholic. Somehow it pulled at the wrong strings of Donna's heart. She felt like she needed to lay down. The music didn't mean anything, she decided. It was just a song. He didn't mean to make you feel this way, she told herself as she wiped her tears under the blanket. Still hopeful that there was a chance that he might like her, Donna exited her bedroom only to find Simeon fawning over Dee. Donna pretended she needed to grab a book from the shelf next to them and joined in on the conversation. They barely noticed she was there, reliving the painful memories from the past, when everyone would always choose Dee over her. Donna removed herself into another room. She tried to read, but who was she kidding? She wasn't there to read. And as an older sister, Donna felt like it was her responsibility to make sure Simeon wouldn't hurt her younger sister the way he just did her. She came out and joined in on their conversation again. If anything, at least, maybe she would be able to annoy him enough that he would leave. Surprisingly, that seemed to work. Not soon enough, Donna and Dee were left alone. Donna asked Dee if Simeon had bothered her. If she had known, she wouldn't have let him in. Dee said he was okay. It was nice to meet one of Donna's friends, but she was getting hungry. Donna suggested they ordered a pizza. Maybe they could have a more detailed conversation over casual supper. After making the phone call, her mermaid side effects resurfaced. Thankfully, Dee was too distracted by her computer to notice. Once the pizza was delivered, Donna called her younger sister to join her in the kitchen. After a small talk about how warm and delicious the pizza was, Donna asked Dee if she'd ever thought about having a romantic relationship. Dee laughed her off, but her older sister already had a plan in mind. Donna was going to get Dee acquainted with a young man she might actually like. Dee doubted anything would come out of an arrangement like that, but she didn't decline it either. Donna traveled to the Forgotten Hollow, a place she learned about while searching for a cure to her mermaid side effects. It was the town where local vampires lived. She was particularly interested in meeting the Vators. She remembered Eliza Pancakes asking for her opinion on whether she should get to know Caleb. Well, she was gonna find out if he was all that now. Right outside of their residence, Donna met Caleb's sister, Lilith. She was very nice. Alluring, even. And when asked about her brother, she suggested Donna speak to him herself. Upon entering the mansion, Donna found Caleb pondering over a game of chess. She took a seat opposite him and introduced herself. He did the same. He asked what brought her here. It wasn't the safest place for humans to be. Donna explained to him that she had a sister who he might be interested in. After all, what is a speck of a lifespan of a human heart compared to his eternity? Their potential relationship would only be an insignificant moment of time, one of many for him. He said that significance of a moment in his timeline or a relationship in his life was not for her to evaluate, but he would consider coming down to meet her sister. Satisfied with the response, Donna went home, while Caleb weighed the pros and cons of what he was about to do. His sister warned him of the consequences that might follow. The girl would inevitably die. His heart would be eternally broken. Regardless, that very night, Caleb went to meet Donna's sister, Dee. He didn't wait for anyone to meet him downstairs and made his way through the house with poise and confidence of a gentleman who had no interest in making mortals spend more than necessary amount of their precious time on him. Pleased with the outcome of her outing, Donna left Dee and Caleb to themselves. The very instant Dee saw Caleb, heard his voice, something in her shifted. It was like everything about him was instantly attractive to her. No matter what he would say, what he would do, she would hang on every word, on every action. Caleb ignored the effect he was well aware he had on her. He wanted to hold a conversation, to learn who she was, if the affair, if they were to pursue it, would be worth their time. Even this little time they were sharing now. Dee made an effort to play it cool, act as though he didn't make her heart race, her blood pump, her skin flush, her head float. She tried to focus and keep up with the conversation. The storm outside was getting stronger, mirroring the storm brewing inside of her. When Caleb got slightly distracted by whatever he found on her computer, Dee finally got a chance to escape for a little while, to cool herself down in the pouring rain. When she came back inside, Caleb picked up the guitar. She listened to him playing a slow melody, sad but tender. He played a while. Then Dee told him more about herself, showed some pictures from her past and present. Caleb shared his interests as well. Then she let it slip. She was developing feelings for him. At least she thought she was. Everything was happening so fast. Caleb was quick to shut her assumptions down. He knew whatever she was feeling then was not real, at least, not yet. All these years of experience. And one thing he still didn't know how to do was how to share that wisdom with the young woman's confused heart, without sending it in the opposite direction. He chased upstairs after her. He had to explain himself. He wasn't aiming at pushing her away, only at slowing down. Dee felt terrible for throwing herself at him too soon and for running away afterwards. But Caleb reassured her he understood her well enough. It wasn't something he was going to give up their potential relationship over, and he was relieved to learn that she didn't want to give it up either. They talked a while more. Caleb confessed he didn't own a computer, and so he was fascinated with the one she was so fond of. They talked a bit more about computers, internet, and games. Then Caleb switched the conversation to them again. He wanted to learn more about the girl and share more about himself before it was time for him to leave. When left alone, Dee tried to calm her restless mind and heart by means of going online, reading some articles, and playing video games. Anything that could keep her from daydreaming about Caleb. That didn't do much for her, and she went to do something that would either surely get the job done or make her embrace her infatuation to the fullest. She told Pegasus what she was going through. He didn't have much to say back, other than he was happy for her. So, they went for a ride. When she rode Pegasus, she was either completely focused on the task ahead of her, or completely distracted by her own world inside of her head. Today it was definitely the latter. And as Dee imagined the wedding bells chiming in the distant future, in the present, the bell tolled for Eliza pancakes.